Hey everyone, it's Caitlin and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how I got my teeth to go from this to this through oil pulling. So in this video I'm going to be discussing what exactly oil pulling is, my personal experiment with it, how you do it, and the pros and cons. So first, I think it's important to tell you all what oil pulling is in case some of you all aren't familiar with it. Oil pulling originally has its roots in Ayurvedic medicine and is also known as Kavalagraha, though I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. And it is the process of swishing or moving plant-based oils around in your mouth in order to remove toxins. So you move the oil around in your mouth for an extended period of time, and it's supposed to remove all oil-soluble toxins from your mouth and your body. And many people claim that it has a wide range of health benefits, such as curing acne, even curing cancer, but the one that I was most inclined to believe was that it could help whiten your teeth, so I thought I would do a little experiment and see if it actually worked. So after doing some research online, I decided that oil pulling definitely wasn't going to harm my health, so I decided to commit to do it for 30 consecutive days and to take photos to see if it actually made a difference in the overall whiteness of my teeth. Because I noticed my teeth had been getting a little yellow recently and I wanted a way to whiten them naturally, but I didn't want to use any corrosive chemicals or have to really pay a lot of extra money for it. So it was a little weird to get used to at first, but honestly I was amazed at how fast it was actually making a difference on my teeth. Even after just 1 week, I noticed that my teeth were dramatically whiter and my mouth and gums felt overall a lot cleaner and healthier as well. So I didn't tell anyone I was doing this either, and in the middle of my 30-day experiment, a lot of my coworkers actually started to ask me how my teeth were so white and what I was doing to whiten my teeth. And I am a waitress and random tables were asking me as well, so I think that was really awesome and you could definitely tell that it was making a difference on my teeth. So I already posted my before and after photos in the beginning of the video, but I'm just going to post them again here for reference. As you can see, my teeth and my gums look dramatically healthier and whiter in the second photo, and just for reference I bit a white piece of paper because I feel like that's a pretty standard color to be able to compare your teeth to. So when I was doing my research online, I found a few conflicting articles on the exact process on how you're supposed to oil pull, so I thought I would just let you know how I did it and how I got my results. So the first thing you need is a plant-based oil, but coconut oil is the most popular and it's the easiest. So I just had this giant tub of organic coconut oil lying around in my house, so I decided to use this. If you don't have access to coconut oil for some reason, you could try another oil as well. I would look online to see what ones are best though, because I don't think all of them do the exact same thing. Okay, so when you oil pull, you should do it first thing in the morning. So that's before you've brushed your teeth, before you had anything to drink or anything to eat at all. All I do is take half a tablespoon of coconut oil out of the jar and plop it into my mouth. And some sources have said to use more oil, but I thought that that was a lot to have to swish around for an extended period of time. So I just used half of a tablespoon and it worked out fine for me. Depending on how cold it is where you're living, the coconut oil may be more of a solid or it may already be in a liquid. And it was kind of chilly when I started doing this, so the coconut oil was more of a solid, so I sort of had to chew it a little before it completely melted into a liquid, but this happened over the course of about 30 seconds or so, and then it was fine. So after you have the oil in your mouth, all you have to do is lightly swish it around for 20 minutes. And you don't want to swallow it, obviously, and you don't have to vigorously swish it either. That's kind of a common misconception, and people say their mouths get sore, they get tired. All you're really doing is letting the oil sit in your mouth, and you can just casually move it around with your tongue whenever you think about it, but you don't have to use it like it's mouthwash or anything. And then after the 20 minutes are up, you want to spit the oil out into a trash can. You don't want to spit it out into the sink because coconut oil will solidify again at room temperature and then it will clog your pipes. Then afterwards, I just rinse my mouth out with water, swish it around a little, and I spit that into the sink, and then you're all done. At first I thought 20 minutes did sound like a lot of time and it would be kind of a hassle to do, but it actually incorporates into my morning routine really well. I put it in my mouth when I first wake up in the morning, and then while I'm getting ready for the day and organizing my things, changing my clothes, I just have it swishing around in my mouth, and then once the 20 minutes are up, I spit it out and that's fine. So I think oil pulling has a lot of pros. First of all, it actually works really well. I was seriously shocked that something so natural and so simple as oil could dramatically whiten my teeth, like almost even better than Crest white strips or any of those other chemical type things. And on that note, compared to a lot of other teeth whitening products that you would buy, it is a lot cheaper, and it also has a lot of other uses as well. I use coconut oil as a moisturizer for my skin and my lips if they're dry, and I also use it as a leave-in conditioner on my hair. And a lot of other conventional teeth whiteners seem to leave your teeth more sensitive after you use them, so you can't really eat a lot of hot or cold things. But this is completely natural and really gentle on your teeth, so you don't have to worry about that at all. And finally, in addition to whitening your teeth, oil pulling is reported to have a lot of health benefits as well. And some people tend to argue these and say they're kind of disputable, but hey, if you can whiten your teeth and maybe improve your health at the same time, what do you really have to lose? Finally, I think there may be a few cons to oil pulling. For example, if you're a person who runs out the door first thing in the morning, it may not be exactly practical to have oil in your mouth while you're driving or something, but I feel like most people are awake for at least 20 minutes before they have to leave for the day, so it's probably practical for you to at least try. Secondly, you have to remember not to eat or drink anything before you do your oil pulling, and this was a lot harder for me in the beginning because I would just simply forget that I was oil pulling, but I think that comes with time and you would definitely get used to it. And then finally, the thing that most people tend to say is that it's kind of weird to have a liquid sitting around in your mouth for 20 minutes. And if you think about it, all the toxins are sort of absorbing into the oil and it's just in your mouth and it may be gross. But I also think that with time you get used to it, and the hardest thing is just remembering not to swallow it. I sort of keep the oil more in the front of my mouth versus the back of my mouth, and I really haven't had any issues with that either. So bottom line, would I recommend oil pulling? I say absolutely. You probably already have coconut oil lying around in your pantry anyway, so I think that it is 100% worth a try. And seriously, my mouth has never felt cleaner. Even after consistent brushing and flossing, I just noticed that using coconut oil and oil pulling has made such a dramatic difference with the cleanness of my teeth and overall mouth and oral health. However, I don't think you necessarily need to do it every day. I did it for 30 consecutive days because I sort of wanted to challenge myself to do it, and it was fun to have a set schedule. And even after those 30 days are up, I have continued to do it every single day for the most part. But if there is a day where I'm more busy or I just don't feel like doing it, I don't feel bad about skipping it, and my teeth have still stayed pretty white. But I'm really glad that I gave oil pulling a try, and I definitely see myself sticking with it for the future, and it makes me really happy to have found a natural remedy that really works and I think could be applicable to a lot of people. So let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried oil pulling, or if you're going to try it after this video, or any experiences you've had with it, or any tips you'd like to share with other people watching the video. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye!